Hello, everyone. Should be live momentarily. Let's get this going. All right. Very excited for what we're going to work on today. I don't know how long I'll get to work on it, but I guess I should start one of the polls at the start. New poll. All right. We've got a pretty good roadmap here. Go ahead and vote in the chat. There should be a poll up there. So if you want to do so, feel free to. Where'd that go? I've been using the leader's custom feeder, which is pretty spectacular. We will probably use more of those later, but gosh, it's hot as heck in here. Might have to grab a fan. I think my dog is still outside. Wait, is the other one facing the right direction? Did I rotate it off the start? Oh wait, it's the same side, yep. Cool. I didn't make a gate here, so that's something else. Okay, we've got votes for the finish of the Tiger backstage. I'll be back in just a bit. Okay, don't know why it's so hot in here right now. Looks like Finnish Tiger backstage is gonna win anyway, so we'll create some. Let me know if you can hear my fan going in the background. But yeah, how's everyone doing? Everyone doing fine and dandy this zookeeper. I want to try using this. Because it's shiny. We should probably split this in a group so we can use it later. Because I have a feeling it will become useful in other backstage areas. It's the cable that we used in here. That's just the zookeeper. Oh yeah, I've been working on some views here. At night, this looks pretty sick. We also, oh, one of the things I should have put on the poll is work. Oh, we got 2 votes. Uh-oh. One of the other things we need to do in here is we're gonna have a Bengal monitor habitat there. But I think unless someone else puts another vote in, I think we'll go with see. Do, 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 do. So that will allow them to clean that construction. Now I want... maybe smaller. It's just too big. Alright, so it's tied, so we'll probably we'll start by working. Start by working on the backstage, and then we'll probably move to the Himalayas afterwards. But we'll probably do another poll just to make sure people are in agreement. That's too freaking big. Okay, we'll do something a little bit different. Alright, game, if you're gonna be difficult. It's going good. How's it going, casual zoologist? We're doing some tiger backstage work, just trying to make it look pretty realistic. Make sure that no zookeepers get their legs clawed off. Because while the mesh is small enough, I believe the recommendation for keeping tigers is that the mesh should be small enough that they can't get their paw stuck in it. And while that's technically possible with that, we still don't want zookeepers getting too close. Oh yeah, that's my chameleon. I've got a veiled chameleon. Her name is Tiamat. I got her, I guess, 2 years ago now. For my birthday from my brother. Love reptiles. I wanted to have a monitor for the longest time, but kind of realization for me now that that just isn't going to happen, so I took the next coolest reptile I could have. I love my chameleon, but I will say definitely not a beginner reptile. They're tricky, and you probably will have health issues with them. It's just how they are. But they're very cool, and I do enjoy having them, or enjoy having her. But I will probably be moving to housing green anoles in that terrarium afterwards, because they're just significantly easier. How is the sound right now? I've got a fan going in the back because currently it is very hot in here. I wonder if my AC is frozen. That is a possibility for sure. But I now want to do a like southeastern United States like big paludarium, definitely inspired by Ants Canada, but do more native species to my area. So having species like broad-headed skinks, Mississippi map turtle, even though they're technically not native to the state, technically all map turtles native to the state are illegal to house. Some one of those fun Alabama rules that, like, but it's a captive bred animal. It's not. I'm not just bringing in. They're also illegal here. We get scared of Florida. I think all tegu species are illegal here, unfortunately. I did at one point think of doing a Matamata and Cayman lizard paludarium, but technically they are tegus, so I guess I need to do it like this. So I wanted to do it a greenhouse with and Hey Monkey's Tavern. I wanted to do a greenhouse with oh, you're in North Carolina? Cool. Yeah, they've got a pretty high chance to be invasive. Unfortunately. Are you actually a zoologist? A casual zoologist? Because that would be super cool. And if you tell me you work at the NC Zoo, I'm going to be I will be picking your brain quite a bit. Because I've heard it's very good. Okay. I guess that makes sense with casual zoologists, but you know, you never know. Never hurts to ask. Monkey's Tavern, do you mind putting a link to the Discord in case anyone wants to join? But yes, I was going to have a greenhouse with a mangrove monitor was going to be my dream species, though I've also always wanted a black-throated monitor. But that was a little bit too much, especially considering my wife isn't a big fan of lizards. She's kind of warmed up to them, but a 6-foot long or a 4-foot long reptile would have been a bit of a stretch. We're just gonna grab all this. Yeah, especially in North Carolina. I live in Alabama, where in the southern parts of the state, I could definitely see it becoming a problem. But in almost every part of North Carolina, if not every part of North Carolina, winter is still a thing. I've got an idea. Shoot. I do kind of want this backstage area to look nice. I'm probably not going to do backstages for every single animal, but... Is that part of a different group? No, it's just that stupid bamboo. Yeah, I think we'll do a few fun ones. Backstage for every species is going to be extensive. Come here, bamboo. Into the tiger temple. This will be a habitat for Bengal monitor. Still got a lot of work to do in here, but we might get a start on the Himalayas just because I don't want to get burnt out on... Don't want to get burnt out on... this area, because while it's cool, I've always liked tokay geckos. Even though I know they're a nightmare. Shoot, I just messed that up, didn't I? Do not cross line light is red. That looks pretty decent, I think. Hmm. Let's see. Okay, that's looking pretty decent. Of course, we go to the conservation. Amphibian-wise, what would I want? Let me think. Also, apologies if I just phase out my brain's thinking. I don't know what to do with this space, but it's not the end of the world. I don't know, a tiger salamander would be pretty cool to me. I guess we should make a climbing structure. Let's see. Because cats like to sleep elevated. So we want to give them that option. Hopefully we can hide most of this. Actually, might keep it as this color because it's closer to that Australian beam. Ooh, I guess what I could do also. All right. Flammable wood. Maybe. Probably not. Nope. It's too busy. Too big. I mean, heck, we might as well. Conservation wood. This is going to be so much fun. Right, come on. Let's see. Let's grab this, bring it over here. Grab this. Bring this like so. Just trying to create a pretty realistic looking climbing frame for a backstage area, so it doesn't need to look super fancy either. See. Okay, let's grab all this. Merge that and that. Oops. And then we can just kind of grab all this, grab all that, merge it, bring it over to the other side. And this is where the male tiger will reside. So some bedding. Okay, and then get lots of this just kind of placed around to soak up any spills things, and then we want Monkey's Tavern. Do you think you can do a poll based off the previous options, but add as one of the options Bengal monitor exhibit? Hey, how's it going? You must be on YouTube because I'm looking at my Twitch chat. Hey, Cybercat, how's it going? We're working on some... Oh no, it's this way. Tiger backstage. Decal. We want to get in some scuffing and things like that. Now we want to take this color. Honestly, that's pretty perfect. Just a few places like this that we can imply that the tigers have been scratching about. Because that's what tigers would do. They just kind of scuff up this wall with some scratches. Probably scuff up the ground a little bit. Let me see to make sure. Alright. Let me run another poll. New poll. It won't let me. Okay. What did I do? Start poll. So there's a poll on Twitch that will kind of dictate what we're going to work on next. So if anybody wants to take part in that, you're welcome to. So that's that. A little bit of scuffs here and there. Oh, thanks. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I do put mods in the game. I don't personally do modding I don't design mods, but we are doing with PZ Plus so that this habitat is actually possible. I don't think it would be without PZ Plus. There was a chance that we could make these habitats work, but it would be not nearly as interesting as some of these. But the Bengal monitor is going to be an implied exhibit. Captain Callum designed the monitors, and he just did the it's a workshop blueprint, and he just did the Bengal monitor today for me. So excited for that. It looks like Bengal monitor is looking popular. No free build. I think it was crashing my game. It would, because sometimes randomly when I would move objects, it would just crash. And so I like free build, but it seems a little unstable in my estimation. Unfortunately, because it is very cool. But I do stay up to date in the modding community. Also, Monkey's Tavern, we may have some actual props of broken tiger statues to use for the Columbus Zoo inspired thing, so we'll see. Because Alfred Supersauce, I think is his name. He's another Planet Zoo YouTuber, but when people were looking at my builds in Bro Nation Discord, they were asking if that was what it was based off of, and when I said yes, they were like, this guy might be interested in doing it. And he said he might be, so we might get to include that. It'd be cool to have stuff from other Planet Zoo creators. Alright, so real quick before we get moving on to the Bengal monitor enclosure. Oh yeah, that's a really good... I do like the joined exhibits. Those are fun. Ooh, if possible, it would be nice to get some symmetry. We're just gonna pretend like it makes sense. And then... So those are Trink darts. This will be like a readiness area. This will be for food and stuff. Let's do our trick here. Ooh, 3 votes on do the Bengal monitor habitat. Okay. Now, I do have a question on the Bengal monitor habitat. Do you guys think we should do a desert environment? Well, if we're doing... It's still in the Western Ghats, so I guess it should be a sort of rainforest environment. Okay, we're almost done with that, so let's... Real quickly, I want to design this other building. Yes. Yeah, we'll get to the Bengal monitor habitat in just a minute. Let me know if you think you know what this is. But these are all still red. That's unfortunate. This also might be useful. You're sort of close, but... Just want a slightly smaller piece of glass. Is that too much to ask for? could do that. I think I've got figured out. You ding ding ding. You got it. I mean, yeah, but it's gonna be like a meat freezer for the tiger food. Tried to make fridges in the past, but I think this one looks the most realistic. Now I just need to find... There's nothing... There's something like... Is it this that people use? No, I don't think that's it. I've got everything. I guess I could have everything in these bags. I wonder if I make these like white, will that look... They're pretty darn good. I mean, that kind of looks like meat. They've got some really nice pieces in it. So highly recommend. That looks pretty close. Now, I just need some kind of way to indicate this is food. Something like this kind of makes sense, almost. Like it's normally used for a fridge, but... You know, like, sometimes there'll be brand stuff that... I don't know what I'm saying. Let me know if it makes sense. Like, they're using an actual fridge that's made for food, but they're... I will say the pieces in the game, in those packs are amazing. Speaking of which, let's get on to work with this habitat. So, first of all, we probably want to do mulch in here. Not that this is... So we're... The great... Oh, and we need to go... Steam. And grab our... I think that the Barnyard pack has some really good pieces. So... And it adds some nice features. But that's my opinion. Steam Workshop, Captain Callum. Show me as much as you can. I need your... I think the pieces work really great for backstage exhibit areas for North American fish, South American fish, birds of the world. I mean, that works too. Ha. Well, Gamescom is this week, so there might be news about if we're gonna get a new DLC or not today, or tomorrow, or next, or Thursday. Those are the 2 days we could maybe expect to see either a Planet Zoo 2 announcement or Planet Zoo 2 announcement or a new DLC. There's a possibility. I don't know. I don't think Planet Zoo has been confirmed for any news, but, you know. I think we're going to get some Jurassic World Evolution news. Okay, so that's the exhibit area. Let's go for some glass. Just thinking, what if we use a piece like this? Maybe we need it a little bit. See, I would love to see a pure exhibit pack now that they've kind of gotten a lot of their, like, modeling fixed. But yes. I agree. I think more exhibit animals would be very nice. Agreed. What species would be your highest picks for that? I think a basilisk would be cool. The problem is that there's been a ton of backlash to exhibit animals, so it's pretty risky for Frontier to do them, even though I think that it's worth it. I think that's pretty decent. You're not gonna make everyone happy, but I agree. Yep, I feel like a tiger salamander is a pretty good pick. Because they're pretty common in captivity. Yeah, those would be cool. Hellbender would be cool. Even though you don't see them half the time they're in enclosures. Thanks, Callum. Where's it at? There we are. Just want to get this for scale. Yeah, one of those would be nice as well. So basically, American, Chinese, or Japanese giant salamanders, either any one of those species, which I think that's what people are content calling the Hellbender. He really does like making exhibit animals so much more easily for the rest of us fellas. Because I can tell you from making prop animals myself, it is a pain in the butt, and he just kind of knocks them out. To be fair, this one was just a recolor of one of his previous ones, but... Oh, it's because I've been wearing a hairnet all day. Oh, hi, Steven. Someone from work. He's a nerd. That's true. I mean, are you talking about... Are you talking about, the Japanese giant salamander? Because I saw one in the Detroit Zoo just in June. So it's not... unheard of to have those animals either. Okay. Yeah. Thanks. Usually they say best viewers, but I guess they wanted to measure expectations. Oh, I don't want to random rotation all of those. I guess that's true. My local zoo has them, so I'm like, oh yeah, they're just a common zoo animal, but I guess in a lot of European countries they are really not common. Some little undercover. Yeah, I know Planet Zoo doesn't always make the best decisions on feasibility of keeping animals but I think it would be nice if they did take that into effect a little bit more, especially going into Planet Zoo 2. I would be fine with them dropping a few species and replacing them with others. Like, drop the Bengal tiger for the Sumatran. The Himalayan brown bear, drop it for the North American black bear. Drop Formosan black bear to just Asiatic black bear. I think Sega is fine because it's so unique, even though it's only found in a few zoos, and I think most all of those are in Kazakhstan. Thanks, yeah. I just don't think that those animals are necessary. I think grizzly bear makes sense if you want to change out the Himalayan brown bear for like a um Eurasian brown bear, that would work as well. There's just not really much. Okay. I mean, we don't have to do anything too crazy for this, right? Or actually, I guess. Okay, game. I get it. You want me to suffer. Oh, my wife is on her way home earlier than I thought. We got about an hour 15 before I need to end stream. Oh, they may. Whatever the case, pretty uncommon in zoos. What the crap? How did I miss that? Let's see. What do we want to put on the top there? Let's see, so if you enter from here, okay, let's see. Um, what else can we put here? Thanks. Ah, bollocks. Hmm. Let's see, maybe we can make this just be a little thicker. We want that view to be pretty good, so we need to move this here. Cool. Let's make sure this view's good. Yes. This view. Yes. This view's fine. This view's fine. It's not, like, crazy, but... And then... always on. We want to change the color to like a yellow. That's the most pathetic light ever. Like, what's that supposed to do? Oh, come on, camera, please. Then always on. Now comes the fun of figuring out which one of these pillars to hide this under. How's that one? That's probably the most realistic one. Maybe we want it a little bit lower. I think that's pretty darn good. Ooh, there's one more thing. Can I? I can't hide it. That's unfortunate. Okay, whatever. Confirm. You can look at that specific decorative prop. Actually, hold on. I want it more like this, because I don't want to have a bunch of people standing there. Here is fine. Actually. If they're going to look that direction. I'd much rather the Bengal monitor actually be facing that direction. That looks pretty darn good. I don't think we're going to set up a poll for the next one. I think we're just going to start on the Himalayas section. I'd like to do this in the day, but so we'll pause it when it's actual daylight. Now we'll probably have to do a lot of work on the back area of the tigers to get this the way that we want it exactly. It's not actually looking that bad. It looks like we may not have gone through the rock wall at all. Nice. Now this is going to be the difficult part. Methinks. Real quick. For 2 adults, they're saying 320 square meters because of Planet Zoo Plus. Obviously, I want to give them a little bit more than that. Actually, now that I think about it. AZA recommendation. Exhibit size. Or actually EAZA, because we're in Europe. For brown bears. Minimums, I mean, this is AZA, but it's going to be similar for EAZA. Minimum standards for keeping bear, brown or grizzly bears. Dry, rest, pool, and den. When did this come out? 2005. It's not. Hold on, guys. I should have. Spatial requirements, page 22. Syrian brown bear. Okay, so 300 seems to actually be pretty accurate to what is recommended. Let's see what the size is looking like now. Let's just put one there for now. So technically that's big enough. We want to make it a little bit larger than that. Sometimes this game sometimes I guess I should do the old plaster. frick? What in the crap? What in the crappers? There's... oh. Please, just sink down. Okay, sorry guys, I'm being pretty quiet right now. Be lame of me. But, you know, trying to deal with the infamous Planet Zoo water. We want to get it to where they can deep dive, eh? Gosh, that's so deep. That's crazy. Terrain too uneven for placement. Is there a... okay. Where are we getting? Ah, this pillar. Alright, let's try it now. It's this, isn't it? Cool. Alright, let's see. Um... Okay. This is the Himalayan brown bear enclosure that I'm planning. Okay, it works there. We do want to smooth that. It's a little too much still. Let's try this now. Let's try this. This is gonna be pretty cool, I think. Yep. All right. Actually, first, let's go Taiga Rocks. Shoot, we gotta be careful there. Ah, now we've got that going in. There we go. Still fine. Taiga Tundra? Can we use some of these as well? Yeah. Hi, pal. You're gonna be my guide. And then we just... Thank you. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to be on for too much longer either. But I figure we'll try and get this. I think we can also put in some temperate rocks in here as well. Okay, let's see. Um, let's see. Let's get this placed all on in. Let's see. Oh, we also need to put in some rocks. Not just block out the area here. It is indeed. Hey, recording Ray. Always forget how to pronounce it. We're working on our Himalayan brown bear closure. I think we actually want to go with... Yeah, it won't be on for too much longer, but... we will get a few... Let's see. What do you think of it so far? There's some those are some pretty tiny viewing areas. Oh wow, you went through a lot. We'll handle that in a little bit. Okay, now it's time to... I guess that works. My favorite bear? I don't know, sloth bears are kind of cool. Let's see. I do also really like North American black bears. They're pretty cool. Sun bears are just kind of weird. But I mean, that is kind of their charm. I mean, not necessarily. They're a little, I mean, standard. I like brown bears, they're just not my favorite. I think pandas are my least favorite bear. Ah. I guess that works. I mean, it is among plebeians, but among zoo people, they know. Polar bears, or panda bears are incredibly boring to watch. They don't really do anything, and they're kind of extincting themselves. At a certain point, conservationists will just have to say, okay, we can let this go extinct. If they won't do anything on their side, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. That's what my dad always said. Like, if you're just not gonna reproduce, is there anything that people can do to keep you alive? Should they? What obligations do we have to save a creature that won't even reproduce? Philosophical questions. Oh, this is gonna be so much fun. Like, on one part, yeah, they're an iconic species. On another part, the effort put into conserving pandas could be spent on species that aren't incredibly difficult to breed, aren't used as a diplomatic pawn by the Chinese government. You know, there's just a lot surrounding panda conservation that's... How'd that one happen? I mean, I'm not saying we extinct them, and I don't say we even keep, like, get rid of captive breeding programs, even though... At a certain point, there's not much you can do, because the Chinese government has such a firm throttle on panda bears. At some point, conservationists should just say, some zoos should just say, no, we're not returning those pandas. We're going to make sure that they have a population outside of China that can reproduce constantly. It's kind of dumb that a country owns all of a species of animal. It's, yeah, I mean, it's a weird one. My friend was asking me, actually, he was like, so if a country goes to war with China, but they have pandas in, like their zoos, do the pandas become prisoners or pandas of war? I'm like, I really don't know. Questions I didn't think I needed answered. Yeah, something like that. I know Zoo Atlanta is trying to rebuild their, and they have to meet a bunch of like habitat standards, which is so funny because like Chinese zoos habitat standards are pretty crap. Yeah. All right. Ooh, this is so much fun. You just had to, didn't you? Yikes. Alright, see you later. Thanks for tuning in. It's not too bad for what we have left. Alright, let's see. not here yet. Alright, let's get this going. All situated. Yeah, no, I think they're very cool. Unfortunately, they're just not common. So I don't think it makes too much sense for Planet Zoo to have them, but whatever. I mean, sun bears are not uncommon in European zoos. But in American zoos, yeah. I've heard that European zoos actually... Yeah, I just saw on zoo tours that apparently they're trying to reduce the quantity of sun bears in American zoos. Yeah, I think they're trying to increase the amount of... Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think Europe's trying to expand their population, whereas the US is trying to shrink it. I think the same thing's happening in the US for dholes. Unfortunately. Because I love dholes. Okay. We're almost all the way around. Sad part, you're not going to be able to see half of this. But it is what it is. We'll get a natural looking, or a zoo. I mean, that's up to you. I think they might struggle in the cold weather sometimes, but I think they're probably one of the... I guess that's true. They would probably be the least cold tolerant bear with their smaller body. Oh my gosh. Rock pools are the worst. We might do an island in the middle. Let's get this all... placed in. Okay, let's get this all placed in around here. We'll have a realistic looking pool. Is the goal. So we'll do some reverse habitat some sort of immersion. Stop being weird, rocks. Alright, let's see. I don't know if that's going to be any better on the piece count. I was like, I'll just use smaller pieces because I'm wasting some of the size of this larger piece. And then I'm like, wait, that's going to cost me just as much, not more pieces to cover the same area. Here we go. Alright, catch you later, Monkey Stabber. Thanks for tuning in. We'll get some more of this. Well, we might do Tri-State next week. It's been a while. But we'll get more of this done later. Might do some work off camera. Well, I will do some work off camera. Because if I'm not producing videos, it means I'll have time to do some off-camera stuff. Kind of like the idea of not doing videos and just doing live streams and doing some update videos every once in a while. Like if they announce anything this week, obviously I'm gonna have a video out. But I'm not expecting anything in the next couple of days from Planet Zoo. It would be nice. Fortunately, this isn't too good of a view, but it's still a view. We'll probably need a viewing area over here as well. Then we'll have something that will make it so that you can see the bears through that, maybe. I don't know. We'll figure out. We may just not have the best views for the Himalayan brown bear. Give them a little bit of privacy. We may also only have one Himalayan brown bear. No, they're critically endangered, which means having a breeding pair would make sense. You know, just thinking to myself, thinking out loud. Let's see. Get out of here. What kind of floor can we do with stone? Not breeze. I wonder. Now let's see what mud looks like. Alright, let's grab this. I think this makes the most sense. Alright. Um, Hold on 1 second. No. Machal. Pradesh. History. Temples at Mazaror. Okay. Alright, my wife's home, so this is gonna be where we end the stream. Thanks guys for tuning in. I'll see y'all later.